Hello, my name is Jim Twelves and I'm looking after education, teacher training education here at Alphacrucis College in Parramatta, Sydney. And this semester I've had the privilege of going to visit quite a number of our students on their placement. The placements I'm talking about are their minor and their major. And what I've gathered this semester, I thought I'd put some ideas together that I've gathered from watching our students in action in the real world, in their primary placement, teaching primary kids. It's been wonderful. I must admit, I'm inspired. So, here goes. The first thing I would love to talk about is your relationship with your mentor teacher. If that isn't working, then seriously, the whole placement can fall apart. So before you get to your school, when you're in your school, work at your relationship with your mentor teacher. What I would love to see, and what I've seen this semester, is a really joyful, animated, trusting relationship where the trainee teacher and the mentor understand each other. So please make that a major priority. It isn't the second most important thing, it's the most important thing. It's number one on my list. So please make it every priority. The next thing I want to talk about is your lesson plans. Now, you can work on lesson plans before you get to the school, obviously. But in consultation with your teacher, one thing please note, it is the sequencing. If you don't put timings in on your lesson plans, things will just go out the window and you won't get through what you want to do. So make sure you put 5 minutes for this, 10 minutes for that, 15 minutes for this. So you've got a whole sequence for the lesson. Absolutely crucial. Absolutely. Number 3, starting and endings of lessons. Startings. I think that when you gather the children together, and it usually happens on the floor at the front of the class, which is absolutely wonderful, I suggest that you think through in your head, where is the lesson going? What do I want to achieve here? And tell them. I know you know that, but if you don't tell them, they don't know. So tell them what we're going to do today. It doesn't take many sentences. It will only take a few seconds. But the very fact of saying it is very important to some of the students, some of the children. Some won't be bothered. They'll just do whatever you ask them to do, all being well. Others will think about it and realise when they've done what you wanted them to do. And then at the end of the lesson, bring them all back together and basically say, hey guys, this is what we've done. And how about looking at this? And how about hearing from so-and-so who've actually done what we wanted to do? Let's go out on a high. We've achieved this. Celebrate it. Make a song and dance about it. It's absolutely important to go high out of a lesson. Okay? So that was number 3. Number 4, giving directions. Now, I've heard a story, and it was none of our students. The teacher gave so long, detailed instructions, about 50 steps, to the students before they've started anything. And of course, guess what happens? They remember 3. And what about the other 47? No chance. So, riot. So, it's really, really good to break your instructions down into a sequence that is intelligible for the level of your students. Preferably maybe only 1 or 2 steps before they get back to their desks, and then as time goes by, give them the new step and the new step. And what's more, that keeps the class in order and you sequence the work. So it's really good, really, really good. Number 4, that is giving directions, pace it. Especially important for early stage 1 and stage 1. Think through from the children's perspective. You may understand it, but what about them? Number 5, take learning opportunities when they arise. You may never have thought that something would come up. Like a student asks, what does this mean? A legend. What's a legend? Well, go from there, drop what you were going to do, but explain what a legend is. A legend is a fantastic person who's made their place in history. A legend is what you have on a map. It tells you the symbols and what they mean. So amplify, make a lesson out of anything, especially out of a question from a student. Fantastic. Don't drop any of the opportunities that come to you. It's a bit like the bluebird flying through the window, as some of you may remember. Number 6, remember the range of abilities. Now, when you're planning a lesson, it's so easy to just think, I've got to prepare one lesson. No, you have to prepare at least 3, I'd suggest. 1, yes, for the centre of the class, but 1, what's going to happen for those particular students? Are they going to get it? And what about those students? Are they going to finish this before anybody else? So think about differentiation and plan at least 3 lessons, I suggest. Number 7, man, this is big. The voice. The voice. What can you do with your voice? You can lower it to get the best of attention. You can make it sound melodic. You can make it sound stern. But you can do all sorts of things with your voice. And I must say, the students I've heard this semester, top marks. Your voice has just come up another level. It's been amazing. Clarity, enthusiasm, volume, tone, making sure everybody in the room can hear, think about the air conditioner, the noise outside, the traffic, all sorts of things. The voice is such a key for success. And you know, I heard a student this semester, their very first words I heard when I went to listen to their class, I knew they got it. I knew from their voice that they were a teacher. It's absolutely fantastic for me to hear that, I can tell you. And for them, once I told them. Questions, number 8. Plan your questions. Do you do that? Do you sit down and plan what questions you're going to ask? Not just the simple questions that demand a one-word answer, but what about the questions that are open-ended and you really want to get the children talking? You've got to plan those. They don't just come to you when you're in full flight. No, they don't. They need a lot of planning, especially for stage 3. Number 9. Take every opportunity to communicate with parents. Every opportunity. Don't think, ooh, the parents are coming. I don't want to talk to them. But no, take every opportunity. Talk to your mentor teacher. Give yourself opportunity to meet them and learn what they're worried about. Get inside their head. That will help you teach so much, especially so in primary. And finally, number 10. Make sure you've got engaging activities that use the hands. Make sure the hands are involved in every lesson. It is such good fun. I'll tell you one of the best ones I saw this semester, the orange. The orange, in fact, I call it a tangerine or a mandarin. The teacher had got a whole stack of oranges, one for each child, quite expensive, I guess. And they were asked to stick I should have had one to show you. In fact, I'll get one. Just don't go away. One orange. But it's actually, this is bigger than than a mandarin, the one I saw. And basically the teacher got the children to take their orange and stick a pencil through the middle out to the other side, and this was to be the axis of the globe, and I'm doing my level best to do this. but I hope you get the idea. So the tilt axis of the Earth, and the sun. Sorry, not the sun. The Earth is spinning on this axis. It was an absolute gift of a lesson. So make sure you've got something hands-on to give to your children which will engage them, every single one of them. So it's not just a demonstration that you do at the front, but it's actually something that they can do. And with an orange and their pencil stuck up it, guess what? The smell will have another effect. It might tempt some to make a bit of a mess, but hey, it's an exciting mess. So I hope these thoughts have been an encouragement to you. If you haven't done professional experience this semester, you will be next. So have a listen to this, listen to it again. I trust you get really enthusiastic about teaching. Bye for now.